Hello and welcome to Back to the Boat segment. So the World Rugby Fraternity will be looking forward to this Saturday as British and Irish Lions taking on their first tour game back in New Zealand. And in Sri Lanka, it's all about the Blue Ribbon encounter in the 73rd Bradby Shield, which will be held between Trinity and Royal College at Royal Complex. Let's have a look at few analysis in the first leg, which is also the Single Schools Rugby League's final between these two teams, where Trinity and Royal won that 22 points to 17, and they have the aggregate points of 5 points. Trinity, to beat Royal in the second leg, they have to win by at least 6 points in order to clinch the Bradby Shield. Now let's have a look at what went wrong in terms of the scrummage in the first leg. Royal, you can see the difference, 27 kilograms in advantage for Trinity College, 296 kg, the front row including Avisha Priyankara, Hasiru Valivatta and Shavin Ekanayaka's weight. And also for Royal, it's Himantha Hirushan, Hamza Riza and Ashan Fernando, 269 kg in the front row. Trinity had 27 kg, and entire forwards, entire pack, if you take that, Trinity had 46 kg. Royal 677 and Trinity 723 kg. But still, what happened in the scrum? Royal were dominating, completely shackled in terms of their scrummage. We'll have a look at few videos on how Royal did in terms of their scrum. This is one instant. Look at how steady, secure and driving forward, completely legitimate, and Trinity just could not hold on to Royal. Firepower coming in, and referee Dinkapir is playing advantage, so winning a penalty on that very first scrum in the 20th minute. And also we'll see another instant. This time Boyagoda, it's a Trinity scrum, but look at the Royal. They're driving straight. Trinity going back foot, couldn't hold on to pressure. Nathan Lee knocks it on, and advantage Royal College. And let's have a look at another scrum, that advantage scrum. Here Royal, now Trinity trying to wheel this into 90 degrees. Even though the wheel comes into 90 degrees, still the ball remains in favor of Royal College. That law is no more in the World Rugby. You can see, and Royal taking time, controlling that nicely. Another scrum in favor of Trinity in the second half. Royal once again too strong. It's a turnover, ball comes loose, and Malisha Madhume on the flank gets and goes into contact. So that's brilliant play by Royal College. Trinity have to do their homework in order to compete that scrummage battle in the second leg this Saturday. Moving on to the number of lineouts considered in the first leg. First half, you can see Royal won 7 lineouts and Trinity lost 1. Whereas Trinity won 4 and they lost 2 lineouts. And they really missing Rashin Madan. Brody Ratalik looked like a lock forward. Unfortunately, maybe he might play in the second half. We still don't know about that. And look at in the second half, Royal won 4 lineouts and lost 3 lineouts, and Trinity won 1 and lost 5 lineouts. And overall, Trinity lost 7 lineouts to Royal's 4 lost lineouts, and Royal won 11 lineouts, and they scored 3 tries among that forwards play in those using those lineouts, because we all know that their driving maul is their key weapon. The other incident about the kicking in that game, it was actually horrible. Look at this kick by Oinaski, but no chasers coming in. Rashan Bandaranaike, the winger, could have easily called mark and then restart from there, but instead he opted to go into the space, but there's not enough space. Royal defense charging in, putting him out into touch. And this is a cardinal error as far as I'm concerned. The reason is 8th minute, when you get a penalty, especially a kickable penalty, put that 3 points into the post. You have to milk those chances into points. Then automatically the pressure comes onto defensive team, but it didn't happen by Lashin Vijaysurya. He overcooked that kick into the in-goal area. And also we'll see a few more kicks which went wrong. Janidu Dilshan, again he's trying to put that huge advantage territorial kick, a 60-meter maybe he's aiming at. But what you have to do is put that banana kick, 30 to 35 meter advantage, keep on the position, then restart the game from there. It didn't work on that occasion. Also, this time, Captain Askey once again looking, he didn't have much width in terms of that penalty. So what he should have done is to target the 50-meter mark, but instead he's also looking for the huge distance around 60 meters. It didn't go well as well. So Boyagoda puts that into touch inside the red zone, danger area. You can kick out on full, no harm. And also this kick taken outside the 22-meter mark. Again, Lashin Vijaysurya kicking that out on the full. It's not going well. So much kicking errors in that game which we saw. And also we'll have a look at another kick. And this time again taking from outside the 22, Boyagoda kicking that. He could not time that kick into perfection. And look at the frustration coming from his face. We see that so many, more than 6 kicking errors. And let's have a look at the worst kick out of that in this game. Warren Virakon, my goodness, where did he kick? This is the game changer. Trinity player offside, Sabit Feroz receives the ball and he was taken into touch. But as that offside comes in, Royal, what they did is kick into touch, get the penalty. Hamza Reza scoring that third try, which cost a lot in that game. So that's another error. We'll have a look at another kicking incident by, again, Boyagoda. He tried to put that chip and trying to retain the ball position, but when you are on the 80 minutes of the mark, when the clock is red, do not give the ball position away. It's always danger, especially you are trailing by 5 points. If you look at the Wasp versus Exeter Chiefs game in the Aviva Premiership Finals back in Twickenham, Exeter Chiefs trailing by 3 points, Wasp leading 20 points to 17. They went 34 faces to earn a penalty. Nathan Hughes killing the ball in the ruck. As a result, they won the penalty and they kicked into post, they tied the game and their game moved on to the extra time. So what here Boyagoda should have done is keep the ball. You have to marshal your forwards, you have to marshal your backs and set face by face and then try to find the gain line from the defensive line of the Royal College, but it didn't happen. And the next incident, Royal perhaps could have scored a bit, 1 or 2 tries more. Looking at Sabit Feroz's work rate, a good hit by Tuleib Hassan going into contact, good offload to Aske and Sabit Feroz fending off his opposite number, Amit Kulatunga, but he was driven into touch. He goes off balance on this occasion. A good fend off, but he misses his footing. As a result, he goes into touch. That's one incident. But what we don't see is from the wingers putting those chip kick into the open space, whereas especially no sweeper. And this is another incident. Good hands, good cutting inside by Janid Dilshan. Again, Aski playing that supportive role. Sabit Feroz. He could have gone into contact on this occasion because the support numbers are coming. Mohammad Shakir is also there. And set up the play, create a ruck, and then restart from there. But we didn't see that happening as a result. But instead, that was an accidental obstruction by Shakir and Sabit. So they lost the ball position. Again, another incident. Now look at the space. He fends off one, but there's no sweeper. He should use his kicking skills as well, either from right or left foot. If he puts that small chip into this open space, the defensive team always under pressure because Janidu Dilshan and Tulay Basan, they are coming at their speed, so they can create perhaps a score that try from the bounce of the ball. We never know how it's going to happen, but that's what he should have done on that occasion. The other thing about Sabit Feroz that Royal not utilizing him for the work rate. Now he has more options. We know when Royal goes into a ruck, they have the pods, 2 forwards in right or left, they have everywhere. We saw the diamond shape coming in last year as well. Now as a winger, any winger has this option. Either get the ball from this forward inside pass or a loop pass to their right. That's option 1 and 2. And also there's another option. Scum off can dummy. They can the forwards can go and a dummy pass coming into Owen Aski, and Sabit can get the ball from inside pass from Owen Aski. That's another option because Sabit is more of a left foot stepper. So if he gets the ball in this channel, he can create more speed from his legs. And then Dilshan and Tulay Basan in the center field, they can use more options because when they use this option, it put Trinity defense a bit of thinking. But we didn't see that coming in. If you look at Chris Ashton, the Saracens winger, he used to join this support play quite a lot, and we have seen him scoring plenty of tries in getting the ball from inside pass from Owen Farrell, etc. So this didn't happen. This work rate, not only in the Royal team, we didn't see much wingers doing in the Single Schools Rugby League as well. One last thing I want to show is that Royal, they know when to engage in the rucks, when to turn over the ball. This is one incident. Trinity sending the ball out wide and winger going into contact. Look at the numbers coming in, and with the low center of gravity, using that power, and Trinity under pressure, ball got turnover, so Royal had the possession on that situation. So Trinity have to play that territorial game, which we didn't see, because they were out of their game plan, I think. And at the second half, the early second half, all of a sudden we saw that Boyagoda kicking, Aski kicking, all trying to put that territorial kick. Maybe that's the coach's concern in the halftime talk, but we didn't see that coming. That was actually too late. But Trinity, to win the second leg, what they should do is play in the opposite territory, get the territorial game, make those penalties into touch, or if it's kickable distance, get those 3 points and milk those penalties. That's how we have to win this game. So that's all we have for the Back to the Board segment, and we'll see you later.